Good evening, everybody. My name is Dr. Christopher Curtis Royal, and I will be giving you a presentation on ransomware, which is a growing cyber threat. In response to the growing cyber threats, we're going to be taking a look at the data and the demanding payment during ransomware by cyber crimes and the cyber threats that we face today. Okay, we're going to go ahead and let us get started. Okay, this is my introduction on the introduction to ransomware. Sometimes it is malicious software that encrypts data that is holding hostage for ransom, which is payment and everything else that is evolving. Attackers steal data either to blackmail or to get stuff from any financial organization, even to our own government. This makes it critical to make our threat to our businesses. With my playbook and guides that I've actually did with IT and security teams with clear steps, this was built on industry and standards like CISA, and it's a lifelong for chaotic moments. So ransomware is one of those things right there that we combat daily, and most corporations pay up a lot of money, like the oil pipelines that were shut down by cyber criminals, and through organizations that actually sponsor them, because you got state sponsor and just random cyber attackers to see if they can get into it. Okay, why does this matter? Ransomware disrupts lives, businesses, and my playbook empowers and enables confident response, and it saves time and money. This and also learning from future attacks, and it's built on guidance because everything has to be adjusted as such, and it's ready for real world use. The playbook is vital. Ransomware is a life fight. It disrupts lives and cripples businesses. This my playbook, which empowers teams to respond confidently, saving time and money, which discussed as discussed before, is in preparation. It stops panic and then learning from incidents and prevents repeat attacks. It's built on expert guidance and is ready for real world use in any crisis. Okay, the purpose of this playbook is to minimize ransomware damage, restore operations quickly, strengthen future defenses, and it clear steps forward with science, which is identify, contain, and eradicate and recover. So, and learn from each incident. The playbook is about minimizing ransomware damage. Think lock system on stolen data helps restore operations fast, and getting emails back online, which is the operating system back online, and it strengthens this defenses in the future. And these steps that I've that for ransomware identification is contain, eradicate, recover, and learn and identify, and it gives a clear a roadmap. And just like anything, keeping it simple using the KISS theory. Keep it simple. You know the last word, stupid. Okay? That way everybody can read and know what's going on. Okay, the scopes and assumptions. On this slide, it covers the server endpoints, cloud, assumes basic security, offline backups, incidents, logging, and monitoring active threats, and legal support on standby. It applies to ransomware hitting servers, endpoints, or cloud system. I assume the basic tools like antivirus are in place. Offline backups are ready, and a response team that can assemble quickly. Logs and monitor must be active and support if available. So basically, your logs basically once you log something down and monitor it, you can basically go, okay, this is it. This is what happened last time, and we basically can solve the problem quicker. Okay, the preparation phase, which is to maintain secure offline backups, deploy endpoint protection tools, train staff on phishing, which is the end user, Form incident response team, which is either red or blue team to test systems. Run annual tabletop, which is analogs and or with operating systems, and test backups every quarter or when deemed necessary. The key to beating any ransomware, we must stay in a secure offline backup, which is make sure everything is backed up on self-portable devices that is either kept in a safe and stuff that is vital to the corporate or to the government. Like all antivirus must stay updated. That's just bottom line. Which is anything that comes out new, because like anybody else, like they always say, what's new today is old tomorrow. Okay, staff training on phishing. You might have older generation that knows a good deal when they see, but they click on the wrong thing and it affects the whole all operating system in that area. And the response team is formed to take those systems offline and to clear the roles. Okay, the identification phase, which is monitor alerts, spots locked files, validate with ID ransomware, notify your team within an hour, and document all observations securely and investigate unusual network activity. This is the identification phase. We alert everybody to what's going on. We monitor monitoring alerts for signs for like file encryption or network traffic, lock files for ransomware notes and red flags. Tools like IDWare confirm the threat. The team notified within an hour or as quick as possible, and we document everything securely, which is monitoring and logging. Okay, the containment phase of any ransomware is to isolate operating systems in minutes, as I discussed in my prior slides. Quarantine the affected network segment, disable compromised user account, preserve evidence for analysis, accidents, assess incident full scope, and stop ransomware spread. You have to stop ransomware in its tracks. We isolate affected systems within a minute, which is taking them offline, unplugging them, quarantine them, and network systems quarantine to limit spread. Compromise can ought to be disabled fast. That means taking the end user off the system and quarantine those accounts and taking them offline quickly. And later doing an analysis on the assets, the assessors of the incident scope. That means talking about the who, what, when, where, and why, and what is happening. Okay, the eradication phase, which is analyze the ransomware, what hit, wipe out the reimage of system, patch known vulnerability, remove attacker's backdoor, scan for malware remnants and ensure systems are clean, which is basically wiping out the whole system, knowing what's coming in, knowing what's going out, closing up all those back doors with patching or anything else, and wipe out and reimage all infected system and updating, as I said prior, all new systems, updating them all, and closing off any back doors that they may that when they leave footprints or anything, and full scans to ensure. But main things that unplugging them and quarantining them and getting them offline for they don't inspect any operating systems, for they don't infect, excuse me, operating systems. Okay, after it's been eradicated, you got to go into the recovery phase, which restores offline backups, reconnect system calls and notify stakeholders, validate critical operation, monitor for 30 days, or if longer if need be, test back compatibility, basically getting back to normal. Restore the data from offline backup, testing capability, and systems that reconnect slowly, and watching for issues and closing up and making sure that stakeholders like staff or regulars are notified clearly and early, and validate critical operations, things that's going to basically affect the corporation or the mission, and monitor for 30 days or as many times as you need be. And the roles are key to see what does what to who. Okay, we're gonna go over roles and responsibilities, which the leader oversees and responds for. Basically, the top man of the IT um, uh, leads the response efforts. IT restores system data. There may be different sections that does certain things. The analyst investigates malware. Legal ensures regulatory and compliance with the NIST or anything that the corporation has set out in SOP, standard operating procedure guidance, and um, and the officer handles the public messaging and teamwork drives success. Basically, you got to have a team to pull this off. If you don't, you're going to be in the world of hurt. When the IT was and one main thing when you do a role, a key thing is legal. Ensures we meet regulations. Once we eradicate and we finish everything, we got to make sure we're in compliance with NIST, corporation, or any other SOPs that we might have to be. We have to be making sure we're in compliance with. Okay, here's my resource behind my playbook. CISA, FR Secure Response, Canadian, United States, Cybersecurity Insights, Silent Sector Practical Advice, Microsoft NIC Standards, and Industry Wisdom Shape Strategy, which everything is new because it's always being updated. So this is my resources as far as my playbook. So this is what I do to shape my playbook, and I also have NIST regulations and Microsoft and any other guidance that plays to protect operating systems. Okay. All right. Thank you for this presentation, and if it, and it was a delight doing this. Okay. Thank you for everything. Good night.